If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Man, it's unfortunate. Here it is. We got another rapper. I'm talking about the way they did him is like the police said that you can tell that this right here was a targeted hit. Now, before we get into the full demonstration, allow me just to take y'all back so that we can understand how did we even get here? How did he end up losing his life? BTB Savage, raw. I mean, like his whole delivery, his rap style is cool, right? He has no shame in letting the world know that he's a scammer. He has no shame in letting the world know that, he hacked people's and, he cracked cards and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He run inside them banks and go get them loans under other people's names and all this old type of stuff. He has no problem with that. He verbalizes that on his Instagram and he verbalizes that in his music. Self-snitching, in other words, right? So he's all on the internet showing all his money, all his jewelry and stuff like that. I don't see how he doesn't understand, or that don't no one understand, that when you do this type of stuff, you become a target. You become a target to the jack boys. You become a target to the police when you display materials and wealth and you don't have a job. So here it is. He's doing his music thing. He's coming up in the music down there in Houston. So there's some guys that he met on Instagram that said, hey man, check it out. Why don't we do some music together? I'm gonna pay you for a feature and man, let's do this. Now, as soon as they told him that they was gonna pay him for a feature, he should have understood that he's not even that big yet to be getting money for features, right? He should have seen the play right then and there. If he was hood educated, not lane related, he would have seen the play right then and there. And without further ado, allow me to say rest in peace to BTB Savage, and rest in peace to the man that he didn't kill, but his woman killed, right? Now, these guys, they come through. He welcomed them. Hey man, come to the house. He welcomed these guys to his home where he lay his head at, where his son is laying his head at. They come in there, they got all their equipment and things like that. Now, once they get inside the house, two of the guys say, hey, we forgot some stuff. We got to go back down to the car. BTB Savage say, okay, cool. They leave out the crib. He locks the door. Now it's just him inside his house with a man that's a complete stranger that he does not know. Come on, man. Hood educated, non-lane related. I mean, come on, man. So now they doing small talk. Him and his man, this stranger that he don't know, they doing small talk. They talking about this and that, and they talking about his jewelry. Before he know it, this man done upped the gun. This man got a gun out and he's telling him, hey, where's all that shit that you be flexing on Instagram? Take off that jewelry. I want the jewelry. BTB said he tells the man, I ain't giving you, I'm talking about straight bucked it, like, man, I ain't giving you nothing. But the man insisted, and he kept, putting pressure on him, and he said that he started to take off his jewelry. Got close enough to the man, then grabbed him. He grabbed the stranger with the gun in his hand. Fell back with him on the ground, so the stranger's on top of him, but his hands is up under BTB. He says he can feel the gun or guns on his back while he's wrestling with this man. He's telling his girlfriend, who was there at the time while he's doing all this wrestling, go get the gun, shoot him. She does exactly what he said. She went and got the gun, and she shot the robber twice in the back. After shooting him, this man is still trying to rob. After this woman done shot him and this woman got a gun, he's still fighting with BTB, saying that I'm not leaving here without nothing, according to BTB Savage. They steady wrestling and all this old type of stuff. While all this going on, blood is everywhere. Next thing, BTB Savage says that he hear the other guys at the door. They trying to kick the door down, but they can't kick the door down. So the man that's doing the robbery, he's telling them, hey, shoot through the door, shoot through the door. So instead of shooting the locks and getting inside the house, they just start shooting through the door. Then, not only that, after they shoot through the door, they leave. Not understanding what's going on in the house, who they done shot or what's going on, but they left they homeboy. They left him to defend for himself. So while he's inside the house, BTG understands that this man got another gun. So he grabs on top of him, he grabs the gun and he shoots the gun until there's no more left in the clip. But this man got another gun, so he's steady wrestling with him for this gun. So he tells his girlfriend again, come and shoot him again. This time she shoots him again, but this time she ends up shooting BTB Savage in the elbow. Whole time all this is going on, his son is in the back room sleeping. So finally, he gets control of everything. He gets control of his house and everything. And he's like, he got to go to the hospital. This man is begging and pleading on the ground, the robber, who's armless now. He don't have no gun or nothing. Hey, please, can you call the ambulance for me, man? I got kids too, man. I don't want to die like this. BTB Savage tell him, fuck you. Nigga, I'm not taking you to no hospital. You gonna die right here. And he leaves the man sitting there and the man dies. Now, we hood educated, not lane related. Let's get into the mistakes that happened in this whole ordeal, right? First off, the first mistake that BTB Savage made was, man, you don't ever, I don't care, man, listen, you do not invite nobody to your humble abode. You don't invite nobody to the place where you lay your head at. And I'm talking about especially not some strangers. Somebody that you just met in the rap circuit that said that they want to do a feature with you. No. But he did. And that was his error, which he shouldn't have did. I mean, hood educated, not lane related, man. You don't ever invite nobody to your house, especially if they strangers and you just met them. So, but he did, and now look what happened. Now, another thing that, I mean, because we got to look at the mistakes from the robber standpoint too, because we got to look at both ends of it. Now, with him, listen, as soon as he pulled that gun out on BTB Savage, get down. I don't want no jewelry. I don't want nothing from you until my friends and them come back in this house. But right now, you are going to get face down on the ground. And when you get face down on the ground and when my homeboys and them pop back up, then I'm going to go pop that door open and I'm going to let them in. And then we can start taking jewelry. Then we can start taking cash and stuff like that. Now, this is hood educated, not lane related. We got to take it from both ends. But being that this robber did not understand that by running inside somebody's house trying to rob them that he can lose his life, that's how he ended up losing his life. Because as soon as he pulled his gun out and said, hey, look, this a robbery, and BTB Savage ran up on him trying to do anything, that man, he was supposed to have been shot 4 or 5 times. Come on now. We hood educated, not lane related. I mean, like I'm speaking to my gangsters now, y'all. Y'all got to let me do it both ways. Gangsters understand, I'm talking about robbers, real robbers understand that they can die going to somebody's house. And if you try to rush them or do anything, you gon' get shot. They gon' shoot you. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because I don't want y'all to entertain in y'all minds thinking that, hey, okay, well, you know, BTB Savage, you know, some dudes ran in his crib and, you know, he took advantage of. It don't happen like that all the time. People die all the time trying to rush somebody's gun and try to grab the gun, and they die all the time. They die all the time. So I don't want y'all to be entertaining them thoughts thinking that, oh, this how it go? That ain't how it go. As soon as he rushed that man, he supposed to have been shot 4 or 5 times right then and there. And now the jack is over with, the cape is over with because it's been gunfire. Everybody got to go. It's a good girl gone bad. It's over with. But being that he did not shoot BTB Savage as soon as he tried to rush him, that lets me know that he didn't understand that he can die, that he wasn't ready for all that. In his mind, he really was thinking that BTB Savage was sweet. You can't think like that. People will fight for their life. Everybody is not finna just give up their materials. We got to keep it real. Some people are going to fight for them. And some people don't mind losing their life for their materials. You got some people out there, man, that you can pull a gun on and say that, hey, look, this a robbery, and they'll tell you straight up, you got to kill me. Just like that. No matter how many times you hit them with the gun or whatever, man, I'm not giving you nothing, bro. Go ahead, y'all might as well, look, you practicing. Go on, kill me, get it over with, because I'm not finna give you nothing. Some people are willing to die for their money. They jewelry, they cars, they clothes. Some people are willing to die for that. And being that if you thinking you finna just be out here robbing people, you gotta understand that. That's why I encourage people, listen, especially you young brothers. Look, if you ain't ready to die or if you ain't ready to kill, then don't be running around here trying to rob people, because you can end up dead or you can end up killing somebody, then doing the rest of your life in the penitentiary for something that's not even worth it. So the best thing you can do is just leave that whole lifestyle alone. Leave it alone, because the robbery game is not, it looks okay and you hear people rapping about it and all that, but at the end of the day, it's a brutal game. It's a brutal game. Now, those are the things that they did that I would like to say that both of them everything was just chaotic and just messed up out the gate, because like I said, he shouldn't have invited them to the crib. They shouldn't have known where he stayed, and the jacker was supposed to know his position too. But now let's move on. Now, the cold-blooded part about this whole ordeal is this right here. This boy right here, BTB Savage, dropped this picture at 4:04 p.m. March 30th, 4:04 p.m. Check it out. That's a tweet from him at 4:04 p.m. Guess what happened at 6-something p.m.? Check it out.
Out of the River Oaks area, a man dead after 2 suspects opened fire. You can see dozens of evidence markers laying on the ground.
This all happened about 6 o'clock tonight on Mid Lane near San Felipe and the West Loop, not far from the very busy Highland Village Shopping Center. ABC 13's Daniela Hurtado is getting the latest facts from investigators tonight.
She joins us live with more. Daniela.
Gina, Eric, the chief of police was out here tonight. He tells us this man was targeted in this drive-by shooting. 2 suspects so far is what they believe were involved in this case. I'm going to step out of the frame, show you what we're seeing right now. The medical examiner's office is on scene. Police say they're still trying to identify the victim. Chief Finner, like I mentioned, was here answering questions. He says 2 suspects wearing all black in hoodies and potentially glasses were traveling in a black Subaru when they shot from inside and outside of their car toward the victim. Police again confirmed this was targeted, but these suspects have not been found. The chief couldn't tell us what weapons were used in this crime, just continued to reiterate that a lot of shots were fired. Just take a listen to what else he told us about this deadly encounter.
At some point, they approached him in the 2100 block here and began shooting. I don't know if they cut him out, boxed him in or whatever, but that's part of the investigation. And as we get more footage and get a chance to review it, we'll put it out.
Now, the chief continued to reiterate that this was a targeted shooting, but wouldn't really go into why it was targeted. Tonight, we have limited information on what exactly unfolded here. Police are looking at surveillance video from nearby businesses in hopes of trying to figure out, one, where the suspects went, and two, how all of this unfolded. Eric?
All right, Daniela. Now, unfortunately, we'll see shootings happen almost on a weekly basis here in Houston, if not more often. And you don't often see Chief Troy Finner and the FBI show up to a scene. Why do you think that happened?
So I asked that question during the news conference, and the representative with the FBI told us flat out they're here as support. They're trying to give HPD as much resources as they can so they can figure out who exactly was involved in this drive-by shooting and get those responsible people behind bars as soon as possible. Reporting live in River Oaks, Daniela Hurtado, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Now, as y'all can see, a couple of hours after he dropped that tweet, he was gunned down. A lot of people are saying that, man, that was the quickest get back ever. Soon as he dropped that tweet, they came and got on him quick, instantly. Nah, that ain't how it happened. Them boys that just did that to him, been on him. That ain't no type of situation where, oh, he dropped a tweet. Okay, now all of a sudden we mad because he dropped a tweet and he disrespecting our dead homeboy and stuff like that. Now we finna get him. Nah, that ain't that. They been on him. He just happened to drop that tweet that day, but they been on him, lurking with the intent to kill him, to shoot him. They been on him. Y'all got to understand something, man. When you do harm to somebody like he did, and to be truthful, the crazy part about everything, y'all, is that BTB Savage didn't even kill the man. But he all on the internet taking pictures, in the bloody scene. I'm putting that on the Patreon. So, because I don't want to put that big picture on here because I don't want to get struck or nothing like that. But if you want to see the pictures of him standing in the bloody mess of the man that he killed, you can go check it out on the Patreon. And I got the video up there where you can see his car is swished, cheesed up, and you gonna see his body laying. Like he tried to get out the car and probably tried to run or something like that, but he didn't make it. So you gonna see his car shot up and you gonna see him laid out, lying on his back. Rest in peace to BTB Savage. Now, the cold-blooded part, like I say, he didn't kill the man. The woman did. The one did all the shooting. So, sister, wherever you at, if you looking at this, anything like that, if you still in Texas, you need to skip town. Because they done showed you what they done did to him just for even talking about it. Because he didn't do nothing. He just all on the internet acting like, yeah, I did this and I would. Come on, man. He shouldn't even been bragging about that. He should have been like, man, I'm happy, man. That I had a woman that was there. That she saved my life. And, man, I wish dude wouldn't have did that. I didn't want to kill him. And humble yourself. But no, he bragging. Yeah, this what I did. And you run up in my house, this what happened. He doing all this old type of stuff. And all that talking, all them taking the pictures like he did, that tweet. Come on, man. That stuff right there will end to your demise. But like I said before, that tweet ain't what had him killed. They been on him. They been lamping on him. They been lurking on him. They been waiting on him. They said that a black Subaru pulled up and two men just got to spraying the whole car down. Two. And I think there's other reports saying that they even jumped out the car and sprayed the car down too. Because they said they had on black hoodies, black shades, black masks. Sprayed the car down. Listen, y'all, let me give y'all some game real quick. His location was dropped. And what I mean by that is that they knew exactly where he was. That wasn't no situation where Hey, there you go right there. Let's go ahead. No. The police even saying that was a targeted hit. That wasn't none of that spare the chance. Oh, they go out op, let's shoot it out with him and all this old type of stuff. No, that was a targeted hit. We finna pull up on him and we finna do that. And that's what they did. Let me give y'all some game real quick. Especially for you people that's in the game, right? Some of my gangsters that are hood educated residents. Understand, man, when somebody's lamping on you and you come outside your house, the first thing you do is you look at the cars, right? You looking at the cars, any strange cars and all that, you looking. And you don't see nobody in the car, so you feel safe. Okay, I'm good, right? I'm straight. I'm looking in the car, I don't see nobody. Listen, when people are lamping on you, bruh, they don't sit in the front seat. I'm giving y'all some real game. They don't sit in the front seat so that you can see them. If they lamping on you, they in the back seat where that tent at. You can't see back there. So while you jumping out or coming out the house looking in at the front seats of the cars and thinking you safe, no, they in the back where they can see you good and you can't see them. They in the back seat watching you. And soon as you pull off, then that's when they hop back out the car and get in the front seat and get on you. Come on, man. Don't just be looking in the front. Look at the whole car. You see them in the back, you already know what time it is. I'm just giving y'all some free game because look, we hood educated, not lane related. I got to give it to y'all from both angles. I got to give it to you from both angles. Now, like I said, I believe in my mind that the way that they did that car, once you go see that car on my Patreon, I'm going to pin the link in the comment section. The way that car was Swiss cheesed up like that, it was a target. That wasn't no walk in the park. That wasn't no, we scared. No, that right there was, we trying to kill him. Why? Because listen, the first time that they came, they tried to rob him. That didn't work. After the robbery, he all on the internet talking real greasy about what happened as if he killed this man. And he didn't. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you ever, I'm talking about, listen to me. If you ever happen to kill somebody and then it's justifiable homicide and the police say, hey, you know what, you cool, and they let you go and you still in that same state, don't be doing what he did. Don't do what he did. Skip town. Get from around there. Get from away from there. Because you got to understand, there's people that love this person that you killed. This man that you killed probably got a son. He got a brother. He got cousins. If he in the gang, he got gang members. And if you talking crazy and stuff like that, then hey, they coming for you. A lot of the times people will respect the game and say, man, look, that's a part of the game. We tried to rob him. You know what I'm saying? He got the ups, and somehow he killed the homeboy. Some gangs will even let that slide, like that's a part of the game. The homeboy got caught slipping. But once you get to doing all that talking and stuff like he was doing as if he did something, then all bets is off. Oh no, you trying to brag about what you did to the homeboy? Understand something, when you get to bragging about somebody that you done killed and get to posting them pictures and stuff like he did, it turns it up. Now we really gotta get him. He making us look bad. He making us look too bad. We really gotta get him. And I believe that's what happened in this whole ordeal. I believe that after he killed that man, he got to doing too much talking on the internet. They was already jealous. They was already envious because they tried to rob him. And now he talking bad about the dead, disrespecting the dead and all that. And that just don't fly well with some people. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. Before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received. Let me give a shout out to Rita Haywood for the $2 super thanks. Appreciate that, Rita. Let me give a shout out to Moses Nagetia for the $5 cash app. Appreciate that, Moses. Let me give a shout out to Kimmy Riles for the $4.99 super thanks. Appreciate that, Kimmy. Let me give a shout out to the homeboy Lebo 205 for the $8.88 cash app. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think and you ain't subscribed to the channel already, please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. And if you're feeling generous, make a small donation to the channel. Peace.